time.
Hudson pulls up, and there it is.
Atlanta ready to seal the deal.
Great barrier thief. On Trae, what a move.
Will fire one up at the buzzer.
Behind the back.
Wilkins, look out.
Wow.
Welcome back to Birds and Buckets. I'm Rashad Milligan, joined here by Malik Brown. Malik, how you feeling today, sir?
Doing good, man. How you feeling, bro?
Man, I can't call it, man. We got two special guests in the building, man.
Gazer.
Man, we got two J's in the building, man. The J's take it back. No. So we got JC and we got JT, man. From Cobb County. JC is in the building. JC, how you feeling?
What's going on? What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
Man, you know,
yeah,
you can't call it.
I'm going down like a Jalen Johnson triple-double. 5 in a row tomorrow. Yeah.
You know, all the way from Valley, Alabama, we got my guy making his Birds and Buckets debut. We got JT in the building. JT, what's happening?
Ice Trae.
All right, fellas, man. So first things first, Trae's back. You guys see the title and everything. I guess just, you know, first initial thoughts at Trae being back in the lineup. How you feeling about the state of the team of the Atlanta Hawks?
I think they're gonna be better. They're gonna be better with Trae in the lineup.
Yeah, I think I definitely think it's gonna be a plus. Just see, I mean, I can't say that they've been playing well without him for sure, but there are still some times where you're like, dang, like we could use a point guard or something. I know I've said this like numerous times, but it's like it's just certain times you're like, dang, we could use this or we could use that, and it's like, dang, well, we have it. He's just on the bench right now, recovering. So, like, it's kind of good to kind of have that. You know, his playmaking and scoring. I don't know how, like, you know, his minutes and stuff is going to be coming back, and you know if he's going to play back-to-backs because the Hawks have one coming up. But I mean, just the fact that he's questionable to even return, is pretty big because it means that he's coming back pretty soon. So, good to have him back for sure.
You know, I was thinking with Dyson playing as good as he is now, you know, because he's playing a lot better than he was.
Don't start, Josh.
I'm not talking about a trade because I was thinking.
Right. Okay, I'm saying we 3 minutes in. You talking about Dyson Daniels?
No. I'm saying Dyson. I was gonna have him come off the bench
last week. Malik Chase. What was Goody Stas? Hi, what's up, Matthew? We had Chase on last week, and he said, yeah, you know, you build around Dyson. I said, bro, y'all gotta stop with this. Hey,
oh
Trae
no,
Young, we're good. We got Dyson. Y'all gotta stop with that, bro.
I'm not that way. I'm not that way.
Continue.
But I was saying, you notice now you have 3 guards, right? You have Trae, you have Nikhil, and you have Dyson. So you have to kind of start 3 of them, right? You have to. Who's going to go on the bench? It's not going to be Nikhil. Nikhil's averaging 20 and like he's really good at finishing. So Dyson is a defender, so you have to bench Zachary at the end of the day.
I'll put Jalen at the 5.
Because Onyeka is great. Here's the thing. Asa is also great. Like, you have a real center in Onyeka. And no, he's actually a power forward, but he plays like a center. So he's like an Anthony Davis type player. Anthony Davis.
True.
We don't even have to trade for Anthony Davis. We have AD at home. We have Onyeka Okongwu.
Hey, Dallas, we're good. We got Onyeka Nkamu. He said, bro, I'm from Germany. I have no idea what you mean with Dyson. Dyson is Dyson Daniels. He's a guard for the Atlanta Hawks. He's from Australia. I think they will do well too. Shouts out to Slika Ayakovich. Shouts out to everybody in the chat for sure. What I want to say, man. I think Nikhil goes to the bench. I think you just to have a scoring option on the bench, like that scoring coming off the bench. I don't think it's a slight or disrespect. It's just like you need some scoring in the second unit. Every team has it, and I think Nikhil gives you that. So you have 20 points coming off the bench. I think it's all good. Like they literally have no choice, nothing on the floor when Trey's off the floor. So that'll be their answer right there.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to Vic Krejci. He locked down Paul George the final play. Dude, Paul George was hitting some crazy 2015, 2006, like some prime Paul George shots, like maybe 2014. He was hitting some crazy shots. Amen. Jesus loves you. But I'm going back. Vic Krejci is incredible. He's really incredible. One of the best bench guys, one of the best shooters in the league. He's a new Klay Thompson. In my opinion, if you've seen the shots that Vic Krejci has been hitting, and as a defender, great two-way guard or forward at his point, like combo guard, 2 to 3. Vic Krejci.
I think it's gonna be interesting, honestly, to see what they do with as far as the starting lineup, because I understand putting Nikhil back on the bench, but like Nikhil has been playing really, 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 really good.
Really, 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 really all-star level.
I understand it, but
all-star.
Maybe. Who knows?
But Darcy can guard the 3.
All-star thing, but yeah, Zach had a good game the last game.
He did.
And I think that he will benefit with Trae coming back. So I wouldn't mind keeping Zach in the lineup.
Right.
But I think there is an argument where it's like, okay, we can start Nikhil and we can bring Zach off the bench and see how that go and kind of stagger, maybe Trae or Nikhil or Jalen or something like that. But it will be interesting. I think that's something that many will keep their eyes on for sure.
It's a great problem to have, though.
A great problem. It's the best problem to have.
Who's scoring off the bench though? Is it just like all three of the guys are playing all game? Like you say, staggered minutes for Jalen, Nikhil, and Trae, and then so you have a scorer on the floor at all times.
Yes,
I think that's what you got to do.
But I'm telling you, Zachary could average 20 points coming off the bench. For the simple fact,
he ain't doing that this year. Maybe
he would
year.
have the ball in his hands because he actually operates better with ball in his hands. When he was playing for France, he had like a 35-point game or whatever, or FIBA or whatever. So there's a whole lot of other stuff that Zachary is just capable of when he's like the go-to guy. So I was talking about him going to a team that has a low winning percentage or whatever, like doesn't have high expectations because he's a high volume shooter. So I think Zachary just needs more shots. We'll talk.
That's understandable too. I think that's an argument too. Like the way to get him to get out of this slump is to get more shots up. I definitely think I believe in that for sure. I just think right now it's just more of maybe a confidence thing for him because I feel like he's been getting some good shots. They just haven't really been going in. And when they played the 76ers, he was knocking them down. He was very confident. Like he pulled up in a transition.
Yeah. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Oh, we're back?
Hey, we're back. We're back. We're back.
But no, I definitely think it may benefit him coming off the bench, but it also will benefit him staying in the lineup with Trae. Honestly, we don't even know how long maybe Trae comes off the bench to start, the first couple games. So I don't know.
You're probably right.
Right.
I think the first 2 games back, he's definitely coming off the bench. Definitely. And it's really for the defense thing because it's for his health and it's for the defense the first 2 games. And then he'll have like a 35-point game and start. rest of the season.
Right.
I don't know. I think the Hawks are in a weird position because going into the year, you expected Jalen and Porzingis to be out for elongated periods of time.
Hmm.
And so far, it's been Trae and Porzingis.
Yeah.
So now Trae's back, Porzingis is out.
Yeah. That's
There's
true.
a good chance they might not know how the team looks together until the playoffs.
Hmm.
And I think that's a recipe for disaster.
Well, I'm saying Porzingis, I think health wise, because he has like it's like an infection. You know, it's not transmitted like unusually, but for Porzingis, I think you need to take him to a team that has a great medical staff. You need to take care of his health because he's not going to be like 100% like in any game in the play. Like if we have like a 7-game series, he's only play like 2 games. Real talk. So probably have to get him to another team. And I'm not trying to be heartless, but you have to give him for like if you get Kristaps for like a Zach LaVine just because like just get like a mellow ball just anyway, a guy you can just get. I think you trade Kristaps Porzingis.
JT, what you thinking? JT, what you thinking?
For LaMelo Ball, really?
I'm not saying a guy we have to use, but like a guy who you know can get a bucket. Any guy. It can be a guard, it can be a forward, it can be a center. It doesn't matter. Just a guy who can score 18 points per game. You know?
What about Kobe White?
All of it. No, I'm serious. Like literally anyone who can score. Don't even have to guard people. Just a bucket. You know? A microwave. That's what we need.
I don't know. I don't think Charlotte's doing that deal.
Would you trade Kristaps?
Well,
I trade him
am I
all day.
open to it? I'm open to it if you're trading like Porzingis for AD. I feel like both of those dudes get hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, AD's injury prone.
have y'all talked about how terrible Jalen Johnson is on defense? No, not yet today. Not yet today.
Hey, today.
Oh wait. That's the comment. Wait. Okay. Let's talk about the last game because no. I'm actually gonna reply to that. Jalen Johnson, is I think what they ask him to do, the triple doubles nearly every night. I'm serious, like rebounding, assists, ball handling, with the scoring responsibility. He's the floor general and the rebounder and the score, like all that stuff put in one. He just had 12 points the last game, but he knew it was enough to win the game. He got the triple double because he's addicted to getting triple doubles. I'm telling you, he knows what it takes now. He worked with LeBron in the offseason. I'm telling you, everything Jalen Johnson does is intentional. If he's not playing defense, he's trying to conserve energy. If he's playing defense, he's making the right play. I seen him make block shots and steals like they were clutch at the right time. So everything Jalen Johnson is doing has been calculated, has been intentional, from the triple doubles to how he scores. Like Jalen Johnson can only stop Jalen Johnson right now, or the reps with foul trouble. But Jalen Johnson can literally do what he wants to do on that court if he puts his mind to it. Whatever he wants to do. He can dunk on people. He can shoot threes over people if he puts his mind to it. Whatever it is.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
You need to play defense though. Like defense is not an optional. Like some of the stuff I remember. It was a few episodes ago. We went to KO's page, and we went to KO's page, and what happened with that? We were just looking at the clips that KO was pulling of Jalen just standing defensively and teams going past him because, I mean, we're talking about Trae and fitting back in with the offense and I remember JT was like, it's a good problem to have with everybody, having so many scores.
Yeah.
Offense is not the problem.
Exactly.
The team could easily put up 100+ points every night. I mean,
150.
every team puts up 100+.
Yeah.
Like that. 100 is the new 80 in the NBA. So it's every team puts up at least 110 each night
right.
to win a game. So like scoring 110 is not an issue for the Hawks. The Hawks have an issue with stopping the other team from getting more than 110 points.
That's fair.
And so who are all the scorers we have? Well, I don't know if you've been keeping up today, but Nikhil Alexander Walker, a new addition that they got from the Minnesota Timberwolves in the offseason. He's
Amazing.
averaging 20 points a game.
Yeah.
Jalen, in addition to his triple doubles, most of them have been high scoring triple doubles.
Yeah. Don't say
He's
nah.
averaging 20 points today. I don't know what you want me to do.
Nas our most consistent.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
You're not getting me out of character tonight. I already seen the folks on Twitter look, because the Unrivaled content came out, this week, and then the little team, Courtney on the team now with Ryan, and Erica, and they did the little TikTok, and people was talking about it, and then Ryan quote tweeted it and stuff, and then they in the comments talking about they gonna stop not talking about you not being one of the best two-way players in the world, and I said, man. Y'all not so I'm already on edge today. Today, you're not getting. Come on, he averaging 20 points a game. Come on, man.
He's great. He's great.
Young still has 2 seasons remaining on a 5-year, $215 million contract. So they're dishing out this amount of money, and we're trying to stay the number 8 seed. Dang, I need to be a basketball coach.
That's tough.
So that was my whole argument with the whole Jalen Johnson thing of like acting like Jalen Johnson was like the second coming of Christ. I'm like, the Hawks are still in the play-in. They're barely over 500, and everybody talking about Jalen Johnson like
the East is really tough
from the guy who carried you to the Eastern Conference final. Yeah. Anyway, side notes. We're getting sidetracked. But you have Nah, who's a scorer. You have Jalen Johnson, who's a scorer. You have Onyeka's had some games where he had 20 plus points.
30.
You have Dyson, some games where he has 20 plus points. You have
27.
Yeah, we have Porzingis where he has some games with 20.
He's a bucket when he's healthy.
So I'm saying this to say like pretty much everybody.
Veet is a bucket. Veet is a bucket.
Veet's had a couple. He's had like 2-3 games where he's been good.
8 threes. Well, 7. But he's a bucket.
How many weeks ago was that, Josh?
Like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Like we have to let that go. Like
he's had he's had the most 7 3-point games of any player
well against the Utah Jazz
of any
LA
player,
Clippers, and then the Sacramento Kings on the West Coast trip. They came back to the East. He ain't did nothing yet.
He's had
we gotta let go of this V Krejci thing. Like
6 games with 5 threes this year. He's been incredible. He's been a torch. I think he's gonna win the 3-point contest. Record that. V Krejci's gonna win the 3-point contest. I'm not joking. He's great.
Y'all know they all taking the backseat when Trae's back. Come on now. They said the nickname that we shall not utter on this podcast. When Trae get the ball, Trae get the ball. Like it is what it is. But at the same time, you as we said the entire time when Trae was out, you saw how the Hawks looked the last playing, NBA Cup season. I think that's the most accurate depiction of what a balanced Hawks team looks like around Trae Young, to where he isn't just shooting every shot and he's dominating the floor. 100% today. You and I both agree on that, and so does everybody on the panel for sure. But when Trae gets back, it ain't gonna be no, no old Trae ball. It's no longer Trae ball. Trae gonna be playing basketball just like they did when they went to Vegas in the semifinal.
You're right.
So the Knicks fans brought that up. They said 1 year later, and Trae Young about to get replaced by Jalen Johnson, and we took home that hardware. Okay, Knicks fans, relax.
Yep.
1 minute you say you're over the rivalry and he's holding on to it. The next minute you're saying F Trae Young. The next minute you're bringing up games from a year ago.
Yeah.
The Hawks fan don't even forgot that game that Trae done rolled the dice on your logo.
The dice. That was the D's nuts
on your floor.
It was the D's nuts.
The Hawks fans done already moved up. You mean the playing when only Trae showed up? Yeah. But no. I'm talking about the NBA Cup. The NBA Cup. Well, when the NBA Cup, when the Hawks swept the Cavaliers and group play and everything like that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that game. Like around that time when Trae, his assists were up at like 11 assists a game, and his scoring was down to like 23 points a game, and everybody was like, Trae's scoring's down, but this is the best he's ever looked. and then after the NBA Cup, Jalen got hurt, and then it went back to Trey ball for the rest of the season. I think that pre NBA Cup, that pre Jalen injury, that is what it's going to look like when Trae Young gets back. He wants to do that. That's what he said at practice, and that's what we've seen from Trae in the past when he's surrounded by talented players. So I think that's the version of Trae Young we're going to get this time around and stuff like that. And I think it's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to watch. The thing is just like I'm just concerned. Porzingis is out for a certain week. When Porzingis gets back, is everybody else still going to be healthy? Is Risha going to be healthy? Is Jalen going to be healthy? Because then is Onyeka going to be healthy? All these guys still have to be healthy. They have to build some type of chemistry and camaraderie. Like they have to play together for at least a month or two before the play-in and the playoffs. Or you're just looking at what we usually see, which is you hobble out of the play-in, you might get out the play-in, and then you'll lose to Detroit in the first round. So that's what the Hawks are looking at. If these jokers don't get together and play together as a team before February. Go ahead, Josh.
But that's what I was talking about, like with Jalen. I think he's healthier now because he's not playing harder on defense. I'm saying that was the secret. He knows if he preserves his body, because I notice he's more calculated now than he is seasons prior. He got hurt every other December. But the reason why he's healthier now, he's picking his spots. Like you can tell when it really matters, he's gonna go for the block. But when it doesn't, he's just like, you don't really have to, because he's doing so much output. He is afraid to get hurt, but it's more he's preserving his body for later in the season. This is the most games he's played in a long time. Jalen Johnson, it. If we had Jalen Johnson, we would have made it further all those other years if we had Jalen Johnson. Because he's been this good the entire time. We know that. With minutes, he's been this good. Last year, the year before that.
Yeah. I mean, they were the 6th seed before he got hurt last year. So it's quite impressive that they won 41, 42 games at the end of the season, like without him. So if he wasn't hurt, I'm sure they win at least 5 or 6 more of those games, and they're most likely a top 6 seed still. So I definitely think Jalen definitely moves the needle, and the rise that he's had this season, just alone without Trae, is perfect, because it shows that you don't need Trae to kind of score or do this and that. Like, it doesn't have to be Trae ball, or he doesn't have to dominate the ball all the time for the Hawks to be successful. Right. They legit have a number 2 or a rising star that they can count on in different moments. And I mean, he's not all the way there yet. Like, he's still working through some things.
The jumper, yeah.
But he's showing progress. You can see it like almost every game. And of course, the triple doubles are coming now, but that's kind of just like him just flowing through the offense. Like last game, he had a 12-point or 13-point triple double, and it was like that was probably one of his worst games this season. But he still got a triple double, and it's like he's kind of just flowing within the offense. He's rebounding. Everybody's hitting shots when he's passing the ball. Like, he's finding open teammates. So it's kind of just like a product of what they've been running. So when Trae gets back, it's like he's just gonna fall in line, honestly. And that's not bad. I'm not saying fall in line as in like, tighten up, but like he's gonna fall in line with everything they've already been doing. It shouldn't be hard or anything or complicated. So yeah.
They're gonna play faster. They're gonna play a lot faster. I mean, the half court sets, they're gonna be slow in the half court, but in the full court, the fast breaks are gonna go crazy. The lobs, I mean, Atlanta's gonna be back. Highlight Factory is gonna be back. Especially for Jalen, he's gonna be dunking all over people. Trey's gonna throw him a lob off the backboard. I mean, he's gonna catch it up behind his back. He's gonna make no look passes. I mean, look, we missed out. We're gonna be spoiled when Trae comes back.
JT, any words on where everybody was?
Yes, Trae gonna make everybody life easier.
Yep,
he gonna make it easier for him
for sure.
Okay, all right. So, I guess back to the trades. What What are you guys willing? Who do you guys want? Who are you guys willing to give up?
I say Kobe White.
For who?
Kristaps Porzingis. Didn't get out the contract.
30 million. No, I get it. I get it. I'm kind of with you, like whoever we can get, but I'm very intentional on what we need. So what I'm looking at, like you're saying with the defense, I don't even think we need a defender. I think we just need a guy who we can slide in who's capable of playing defense. So Anthony Davis, we probably can't get Anthony Davis for Kevin. I'm sorry, Anthony Davis for Kristaps Porzingis straight up. You know, it'd be more likely we get Giannis than we get Anthony Davis. Oh, I'm saying like because we had Zachary, we had a whole bunch of other picks, we had picks, we had all kinds of crap, for Giannis, and we can keep Jalen, Nikhil, Trae, maybe Anyeka with Giannis, but and maybe hopefully V. But I'm saying if it's Giannis, if it's AD, that's perfect. But if it's not, you can still get a score. You can get a bucket. You can get anybody from the Kings. You can get a Sabonis from the Kings, or you can go ahead and get a Zach Levine from the Kings, or you can go get a DeRozan from like I'm not even gonna lie, like that whole roster there, whatever you can get picks, whatever, or you can go to the Pelicans. This is gonna sound really weird. I was talking with my boy Rashad over text, and he's just like, "You really want DeJounte Murray back?" I'm just like,
Really?
like, if we get him off the bench when healthy, DeJounte, or even like where Zachary is now, DeJounte would be cooking people, man.
No.
He'd be cooking fools, man. Zion is another.
No.
Malik is supposed to do that.
Zion can stay in New Orleans.
Okay, so if it's not New Orleans, the last place I'm gonna pick, you gotta look at the Pacers too. Pacers got a great shooter. Who's that one guy who kept making those threes? In the conference finals, you know his name.
Smith?
Yeah. Get Naismith from the Pacers. I don't know what their record is. What's the record right now?
They're like at the bottom of the East.
Yeah, we're gonna need somebody from the Pacers.
What about Benedict?
Or the Bucks. Pacers or the Bucks, because they're both bad.
What about
I'm not running.
Matthew?
I'm surprised, Josh. I'm surprised you didn't say Michael Porter Jr.
Oh no. I'm saying I didn't even know he was available until today. So the last guy I'd say is Michael Porter Jr.
But who you trade for Michael Porter Jr.? I say
Kristaps is at the top because the contract is so big, and then any other asset I'm willing to throw out if we really have to. If we have to, but we don't always have to. Kristaps could be enough for any team if he's healthy. But I feel like if we throw in an asset, we might have to throw in Zachary. That's only for me.
I wouldn't do it.
I want him to develop on a different team because he's taking those pull-up shots. Like it was a bad shot, but it was like it made it because I'm like he's in rhythm. Like he's a T-Mac type player. He needs to take 30 shots a game. We want Zachary to have a green light, but it might not be on the Hawks. That's what I'm saying. He should have a green light in a team that doesn't have to worry about winning. Now he is the number one pick. I saw him with a green light. He could average 30. Not win a lot because of defense, but he could average 30. I promise you.
I got a question, Josh.
Yeah.
You rather have Zachary or DeAndre Hunter?
Oh, DeAndre Hunter back? I don't think we might even be allowed to get DeAndre Hunter back. And because he even hates the Hawks now.
He asked you which one would you rather have?
I like the version of this DeAndre Hunter. He would play better alongside Trae. A lot of people would play better alongside Trae. Cam Reddish was playing better alongside. He was playing with 30-point games with Trae Young. DeAndre Hunter was having 30-point games alongside. So those guys complement Trae Young as wing guys. Zachary has 30-point games with Trae Young. So he can go with any wing. But as a defender and as a finisher, DeAndre Hunter. Because he's a better defender and finisher on a winning team.
Is he really a better defender than Zach? Is he really?
Listen to me. DeAndre had a posterizer on Wemby.
What they got to do with defense, Josh?
But I'm saying it was a psychological warfare thing. Even his offense is defense. You understand? He was blocking all-stars last year before we traded him. So he just had a mental toughness about him. He was fighting people on the court. So it's just psychological for me. When he's in a Hawk, a Cav DeAndre Hunter isn't as good as a Hawk DeAndre Hunter. There was a lot of better Hawks. Gorgie Yang or Gorgeous Yang. I know I'm not talking about getting him. I'm just explaining with him. He was averaging nearly 15 points playing alongside Trae Young. So there's an archetype of player that just plays well alongside Trae Young. It is the prototypical wing. It is the combo guard. Like there are so many guys. Zach LaVine would play even better playing alongside Trae Young because of how much he opens the lane for him with the floaters and with the deep threes. So those two would complement each other.
But who will you give up? But who will you give up for if you get a Zach LaVine?
I mean, it all starts with Kristaps, and then we throw in whatever asset we have.
Throw in a bag of chips.
Maybe, but a future draft pick, a second round, a first round.
Y'all remember a couple years ago when the Miami Heat had Kendrick Nunn, and they were like every star player in the league, yeah. The Miami Heat were just like Miami Heat fans had the little meme of SpongeBob opening up the like little golden flute, and it was like Kendrick Nunn and two first round picks. That's how you guys are treating Kristaps Porzingis. It's like, I might want Michael Porter Jr. I might want Zach LaVine. Sabonis sounds good too. Give me AD and Kobe White.
Kristaps will never be. He will never be healthy, 100% healthy anymore. We saw that with the Celtics last year.
But why? Okay, so if you know that, why would any other team give up something of value like Kobe White or even an Anthony Davis?
He sent him to New Orleans. We stole.
I'm gonna tell you what. We can get Klay Thompson. No, I'm okay. If we don't get AD, we can definitely get Klay Thompson. I know for a fact we can trade Luke Kennard for Klay Thompson, and then a couple future second round picks for Klay Thompson. If we're gonna get technical,
but are you gonna do all that for Klay Thompson?
Like, we can fleece because he'll play better with Trae Young. He's not gonna average 11 points playing alongside Trae Young. When I tell you, like a scrub would average 10 points, Clint Capella was averaging 10 points consistently. This Clint Capella would average 3 points without Trae Young. You understand? For the past 5 years, I don't know, 3-4 years, Clint Capella was a scrub. But he played with Trae Young and he got 10 and 10.
No, you can't do that.
Scrub.
He was not a scrub, Josh. You can't do that, Josh.
He couldn't make a bunny.
Josh.
Only in that one game in the conference finals, he was over the backboard. He was good.
True, Josh, that's not true. That's just not true. You know that's not true.
Okay, name a game where he averaged like 25 and 25 without Trae.
He's not supposed to.
He had a 25 game. He had a 25 and 20 game playing alongside Trae Young. You know that he was averaging insane numbers that he can't even reach now. He can't even reach that.
Now, Josh.
He's not even in the league anymore.
Josh,
because Trae was.
He's literally on the Rockets right now.
Look at his average. Somebody Google Clint Capella.
Rockets. He's not playing that much. He's playing. He's playing behind.
What's his average?
And Steven Adams.
What's his average right now? 3.7 points. He would have been averaging 12.7 points playing alongside Trae because Trae just kept lobbing to people. You know another guy? Mason Plumlee.
Before he went to the Hawks.
Mason Plumlee was averaging 8 points playing alongside Trae Young. Mason Plumlee averages like 0.8 points without Trae. That's how good Trae Young is. He makes scrubs good.
Stats, Josh, look at his stats before he went to the Hawks.
Because he was playing with James Harden, MVP James Harden. Jabari Parker.
You said he
Jabari Parker averaged like 12 points playing alongside Trae Young. The next year,
No. We not doing that to Jabari Parker, bro.
Jabari
Parker
averages
is
like 4 points the next year, 5
Jabari
points the
Parker,
next
a
year.
real Chicago
He a
basketball legend.
scrub.
Like Jabari Parker is literally one of the best Duke one and dones in like history. Like we not
Kwame
doing
Brown.
Is he better than Cam Reddish?
No,
Yes,
Josh.
yes,
No,
Jabari Parker is better than Cam Reddish. Yes.
Josh, you gotta stop. You gotta stop, Josh. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. It's ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous.
Look, you gotta tell Clinton to get a 10-point game without a lob that he misses from
Josh,
a foot away.
No, that's not his game.
I bought tickets. I bought hundreds of dollars of tickets to games where I watched Clint Capella miss 1 foot layups. I watched him live, close up. That's the thing. I had a personal connection to cheer for the game and lose like 7 games because Clint Capella couldn't make layups at the rim. Pissed me off. Lob plays that just fumbled out of his fingers that were perfect passes from Trae Young. 7 assists. Trae Young would have had double-doubles every single game, and he did. But I'm saying the games where he was going to have 20 assists, he only had like 10 assists. Those are the games he kept passing it to Capella. He kept passing it. I was just pissed off. It pissed me off. You ever spent hundreds of dollars on somebody and it just doesn't work out? It pisses you off.
Yes.
That's what watching Clint Capella play was like. 3 seasons in a row. It was torture. And I don't even hate the guy. It's just you can hate the player, not the game. Man. God damn.
You just described dating, Josh.
He literally did. He literally did.
You ever spent hundreds on somebody and it just didn't work out?
Who did I just explain?
You just explained dating.
Oh. Maybe I was trying to. But there is a way back from it. If you do spend on somebody now, I'll help y'all out. We'll have a dating podcast after this. That's good. Zendaya.
Arson buckets at the
Stop it. Shout out to Zendaya. Shout out Tom Holland for sure.
But I'm saying, I think she liked you too.
All right. Next topic. JT. So yes, our question: if you know Porzingis, he's shown from last season with the Celtics, and he's shown this season with the Celtics. He's not a dependable guy. He's not going to be available most of the time. Why would I, as another team, give up a valuable asset from my team? Like even a Brooklyn, right? The only valuable piece they have is MPJ. Like Cam Thomas is on the trading block again. Don't nobody want them empty 20 points. So it's like, that's it. All they have is MPJ. Why would I give up the only thing that is worth the value for a guy who I know isn't going to play most of the games?
Shoot, go back to New Orleans and get Herb Jones.
I don't know if New Orleans giving up Herb for that. I think New Orleans would get Herb.
Shoot, they gave us a 2026 first round pick. And a bag of chips.
When in doubt, go to New Orleans to get something. Dyson Daniels, the Darren Peterson, whoever it's going to be, AJ DeBonsta.
Right.
Yeah, shoot, Herb Jones.
Malik, anything you want to say?
I think Josh wants to go. I'll let Josh go.
I love Cam Thomas as a backup point guard. He'd be a perfect backup point guard for them.
No.
Green light.
He don't
No to Cam Thomas. No to Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine cussing out the fans because he said get in the defensive stance. He said you get in the defensive stance. It's like he can't get in the defensive. That comeback didn't even make sense, Zach. Like he's a fan. Like
I get it. But we just need a guy with the green light. Because listen, Keaton Wallace, if you watch him play, he's gonna take the shot anyway. He's gonna run down the clock. He's gonna take the shot anyway. I got nothing against Keaton, but I'm letting you know, a guy who's a quick trigger, who's not gonna hold the ball the whole possession. We need a quick trigger shooter. We have a few of those guys in Veet. And Luke Kennard, he gets too many shots sometimes. So if they limit the amount of shots Luke Kennard can take, maybe we just trade Luke Kennard for another guy who can do what he can do, but a little bit better. That's really what we really need.
CJ McCollum.
The
Oh,
Hawks are-
shoot. Oh, you said CJ. I was thinking CJ, but he's just like, he want to start. A guy like CJ should come off the bench, but he wants to start. That's the thing about it.
But the Hawks are 13th in the league in scoring. I don't think scoring is their concern.
We got to be like 6 to win the championship. We got to be 6th or 5th.
But okay, let's look at points allowed. Let me see if points allowed is a
About
thing.
27.
So what they get? You just answered your question, Josh.
Literally, and you want more.
No. Listen, I'm saying Dyson Daniels has the focus less on, like, he can cut, but he shouldn't be focused on scoring as much. Dyson has to primarily focus on defense. Like, if he's doing his job, and then Nikhil can also lighten himself up too, because he's trying to be the microwave too. He doesn't have to be the go-to guy. So both those guys combined can limit us. We can be the 4th best defense with both Dyson, one of the best defenders in the league, perimeter defenders, and Nikhil, another one of the best defenders in the league in general. So if those two together can just lock in, and then Yeka can lock in, they don't have to worry about scoring 20. They can just like rebound and then block shots and steals and, defend. Those 3.
Josh, it's going to take more than 3 players. It's literally a collective group effort on defense.
Well, I'm saying it because they got the switches. So I'll explain. Because, the league is the way it is now, a lot of the 2 and the 3 are like interchangeable. So if you place Dyson at the 2 or at the 3, and then Nikhil at the 2, those 2 guys can stop 60% of the best scorers in the league. Because, like we said, Paul George got locked down by V. Like, think about that. Paul George had 35. All these
one play.
perimeter guys. I mean, if it's MPJ, you got to think about it.
Shut them down.
These guards, these 2 to 3 people, it's a shooting guard or it's a small forward league. I mean, unless you're Curry, then maybe it's a Trae and a good night. These point guards are like, they're not as generational as like a Kawhi or like as LeBron. Like, I'm saying like an everyday, like a Luka who can get 70 points in a game. I'm talking about there's some generational small forward shooting guards in the league right now, the best we've ever seen. So if you can stop a James Harden, you can stop the whole team. If you can stop, if Damian Lillard was healthy, but if you can stop a healthy shooting guard or small forward in this league, or 2 or 3 in this league, you can stop their whole team pretty much. Because the ball handling, unless you got Wemby, unless you got Giannis, most of these centers can't handle by themselves. Even the forwards are like, they're decent, but AD, you can't necessarily trust AD like you can trust a Kyrie. Now, he has good handles. AD has good handles. Don't get me wrong. But you can't lead a team to a winning record in this league anymore if you're Anthony Davis. He can't carry the team, even healthy.
What about Benedict Mathurin?
We don't really talk about Benedict Mathurin, but I think if we traded for him, he'd be a great supplemental bench guy. I think because that's another he's a pacer, right?
Yes.
That's another one of the pacers. I'm just like, we can just collect them for like picks or whatever, because all these teams just want to tank. We're talking about, why would they get Kristaps? Hornets would want to tank. You're like, I know it's a different strategy. They have different lottery odds, but even the Pelicans, we have their pick and they're tanking. Why? Why are the Pelicans tanking and we have their pick? Why?
They're trying to help us. They're trying to help us.
No, they want to get a couple trades with a few of their players, a few of their assets on their team, because they know a lot of the picks that they sent out, like to the Hawks, they're like, we can just give you Zion. They want that. That's why they're losing on purpose. Pelicans can win any game they play. Rashad, you see the Pelicans. They're good enough to win games. They could win if they put their mind to it without anybody. They could win.
I don't think they're losing on purpose.
They're not that bad. They're badly coached.
They're not as bad as their record says, but they've been winning lately. They won 2 games in a row going into this NBA Cup break. So we'll see what happens when they come out of break. I think James Borrego's kind of got them on, kind of on path and things like that. What's up, Yan? That's your boy Malik.
Yeah, Yannick. Shout out Yannick.
Oh yeah. Shout out Yannick. Shout out Yannick. I was trying to read it. My bad. Dan said he been listening to the AD to Hawks rumors over the last couple of days, and it's getting on his nerves. He just wants a decision to be made. Hey, Dan, you're gonna be hearing this until the trade deadline.
It's January.
Just get ready for it. It is what it is.
I wouldn't do it though.
And Malik, you never address this verbally. So for you and me, will you please answer if you'll be asking Quinn Snyder about why he hates Rashad?
I will not be asking him that. I'm not asking that. That's not going to end well for me.
But
it's not. It's just not going to end well for me.
But Josh, to go back to your point, the Hawks are literally 20th in the league in defense and 13th in scoring.
Wow, middle.
And they're about 500 in the middle. What is the missing piece there? It might be the fact that they're a bottom 10 defense.
What is it? 3 games over for them?
They're in the top half of the league in offense and a bottom 10 for defense. I think that might be the reason why the Hawks lose so many games because they don't play defense.
We've had a lot of close games.
I don't want Cam Thomas. I don't want Zach LaVine. I don't want a bucket. We need a bucket. You don't need a bucket. You need defense. Just straight like that. And here's the thing to you, JT, as well. I don't know about all of these things, all these propositions that you guys have for Porzingis from these non-centers. Who's the center after Onyeka? Onyeka gets hurt.
Asa Noel.
You going
need minutes.
You're going back
especially
to
Asa Noel
is a 4. Y'all already call Onyeka undersized. What y'all gonna be calling?
Not this year.
Robinson.
What?
Mitchell Robinson for Porzingis?
Yes.
It's not happening. The Knicks would not do that. After what he just did in the cup yesterday, all them offensive rebounds he was getting, there's no way. There's just no way.
Can I answer that one? Did I answer that question about the Pistons? Because that's why we would have even had a record of 18 wins had we beaten the Pistons all the times, because we had some close games against the Pistons. When I tell you, the reason why I talk about offense is because we didn't know what to do that last second. We didn't know who would take the final shot. How they would take. We didn't know who would take. No one was confident enough to take the shots. When Nikhil, he came close, but like I said, he just went for like a layup. I'm just saying we lost some 2 close games against the Pistons. I recall, so we could have beaten a few of the good teams, but there were some close decisions. So we could have won at least 5 games that we lost. To be honest with you, we would have had 20 wins. And I even know the happenings of why we lost those games. Because we didn't have a go-to guy to say, pass the ball to him, he's going to make the shot 100% of the time if he has a wide open J. We didn't have that guy. We didn't have him. That's who we need. A guy in the fourth quarter, that's Trae. But if it's not Trae, another guy when they cover him, when they double him. It should be Jalen, but Jalen got to work on the jumper.
Hold on now.
Kristaps is not helped.
Because when Trae was here,
they
was losing. They lost to OKC. They lost to Chicago.
Yes.
They lost to Toronto.
But we never started Nikhil with Trae. You notice we never started Nikhil with Trae. Watch it happen. Nikhil, Trae, Dice. That's all we need.
That's a very good question. That's a very good question, Yannick. Josh, go ahead.
I read the whole comment when it popped up. It was so. Well, I have a question on that question. So for someone who doesn't watch the Hawks, why have the Hawks been middle of the pack for so long? Could it be the management ability or lack thereof to put it together a winning roster? You know what? This is a winning roster. And it's a miracle we've actually been winning as much as we have without Trae. No, think about it. It's not just because we relied on Trae. I'm surprised our coach was good enough to even coach the team to play as well as they did. Because we lost to the Wizards. I think we lost to the Wizards. Like really, 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 really bad. Our worst loss of the season was against the Wizards. It was the worst blowout ever. Jalen has like what he had like he had 7-7-7. He had 7 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. If you're good enough to get 7-7-7, you can get 14 and 7-7. But we played so bad, it was like intentional. Because if they're actually have a better record than the Pelicans, we don't get their pick. I don't know how to say this, but I mean we get their pick. We get the Pelicans pick if it's like really, 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 really bad. And the Wizards winning that game actually helped us get a number 1 pick. I don't know how to say that, but we played so bad intentionally. We've had close games against bad teams. We've beaten decent, really good teams. So the Hawks are so good that it's really their own self. They can only beat themselves. We lost to the Clippers at home, but we beat the Clippers on the road. It was easier for us to beat the Clippers in LA than it was to beat them in Atlanta. I don't know if y'all hearing this right now, but that's how good the Hawks are. We're winning on the road, but we're not winning as much at home. If you're paying attention, we are winning on the road, in the hardest places, in the trenches, in the depths of hell, against all odds, coming back against the Suns, 20 points in like the fourth quarter. I don't know if you're watching the wins, but the wins are so miraculous. I'm just like, these Hawks can beat anybody, but they can lose to anybody when they're unfocused, when they get proud, when they get arrogant. So it's pride is the only reason why we've been losing. But we're good enough to beat anybody under any any circumstance, any comeback, any disadvantage, any injury. We can win.
We had a brutal schedule though.
But we had like a 5-0 on the West Coast road trip. Do you understand how hard it is to get a 5-0 on the West Coast road trip? That's how good we were.
I gotta let that go. Josh, we were just talking about dating and spending hundreds on somebody and it doesn't work out. Y'all gotta let go of the West Coast trip. It's time.
We were incredible. Veet was incredible too.
Veet did play well. Jalen Johnson looked like the MVP.
Still
he
is
was top 10 on the MVP ladder on NBA.com that week.
Yep.
Y'all gotta let it go.
Number 7.
The time is over. The time is over. It's over. Jalen Johnson is kind of come back down to relative earth. Trae's back. Daddy's home. It's time to get back to what we know what it is. We know who Chief is. We know who run the ship. It's time. Everybody need to come down off the West. They did what they did without Trae. Trae was gone. You stayed above 500. You stayed in the play-in, at least, bare minimum. Stay in the play-in. Trae's back. Team's going to be back up in the top 6 out of the play-in. Porzingis is going to come back. That's going to get him to the 4th seed. Then Porzingis is going to be out again before the play-in. That's going to ruin everything. The Hawks going to be back in the play-in. They're going to face Miami Heat in the play-in. Will they win? Will they lose?
Miami. Damn. Not Miami.
If you don't get traded.
Because I'll tell you what. If we do trade Kristaps, we have more of a ceiling than if we don't. And I feel like what you're saying with the Michael Porter Jr. thing, because you have to get probably Zachary too. I think Michael Porter Jr. with Trae Young, that's what they wanted all along. Trae has always wanted to play with Michael Porter Jr. in Atlanta. He would have given everything to have that happen. That's his favorite teammate in his career from like middle school to high school. Like that's his favorite one.
But Michael Porter don't play defense.
I was about to say, do he play defense?
You don't play defense.
All that AAU ball is life, Peach Jam, that's cute. Do you play defense? Yes or no? If you don't play defense, stay where you at. We don't need you in Atlanta. Stay where. If you don't play no defense, stay where you at.
We just need Dyson to just cover up our offense, like our defensive weaknesses. We don't need all guys defending. We just need 1 to 2, 3 guys giving it through. You need a Dennis Rodman. You understand? Michael Jordan, yeah, okay. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen could play defense, but listen, when they didn't have to worry about that, you put in a Dennis Rodman. You put in a guy who just gives a damn on defense. That's all you got to do.
You know who might think about it?
Who?
Going back to JT's proposal. The Pelicans do need a center.
They do.
The Pelicans need a center. They got Derek Queen at center right now. They got Carlo backing them up. They got Missy up there. Missy kind of looks undersized sometimes. Looney's kind of been a lemon for them so far early on in the season. Maybe they might be open to taking a chance on Porzingis. I don't think that that's the best place for him to go. The place where everybody just gets hurt and is out is like, for it to work with the Pelicans, you kind of need to get someone who never misses a game. So when they go to the Pelicans and they miss their like mandatory 2 to 3 games because they play for the Pelicans 2 to 3 weeks, that's it. You just miss your 2 to 3 weeks. You don't miss 2 to 3 months because you're already a player that gets hurt. If they're willing to take on Porzingis, I think Herb Jones is your guy. But that price for Herb Jones is high. That price for Trey Murphy is high. For some reason, Golden State think that they can get Trey Murphy for Kuminga. I don't know in what world you can get a 25-point score for a 12-minute per game guy. But Golden State, it ain't happening. Throw somebody else in there, more picks, and throw in the white boy. It ain't happening for Kuminga for Trey Murphy.
Which white boy?
Moses Moody.
Spencer.
Haywood?
No. What?
Yeah.
Cam Spencer?
Is either the Pat Spencer or the other?
Yeah, I think Pat on Golden State. Cam is on what team?
The name Spencer.
What team is he on, Malik?
Grizzlies.
Yeah, Grizzlies. Yeah.
The Grizzlies, yeah. I think I heard about him. But I have a good feeling it's probably we make a trade with the Mavs or the Bucks or like the Kings or something like that. Because there's just too much, or the Bulls, because it's just too much history. That's what I feel like.
What about Moses Moody?
Said KP and Zion. I think I heard somebody say KP are two dudes that are injury prone. You know what? KP is just sick. You know, he just has illness. You know, it's not AIDS, but I mean, I don't know how to tell. No, I'm just telling you. I did say it was that. I said it's not that. I said he has something. It's an autoimmune disease. He's sick, so he's not well. He's not 100% for the rest of his life. It's not an injury.
Hey man, prayers up to Kristaps Porzingis, man.
We're praying for him. We're praying.
You definitely do not want to throw out any dangerous diseases out there that has not been reported or confirmed. The one that has been reported and confirmed is POTS, the POTS.
It is.
And I never heard of that disease before Porzingis was reported with it. But that is what we want to do. We want to be responsible on Birds and Buckets. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. But
I said it's not what people were saying it was, because everyone was saying, oh, they're making jokes that no, it's not that.
Yeah,
but it's the other thing.
Yes. JT, you wanted to say something?
Josh is funny. Josh is funny.
I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you. Fist bump.
Josh, when I'm getting in a movie, bro.
For sure. Is that a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got y'all in camera. Are you based in New Orleans or Atlanta?
I'm in a town. I'm in how you say it? I'm in town right now for like
let's do it.
Into January, early January.
Which game are you going to?
Which
Hawks game are you going to?
I'm not even going to a Hawks game. Probably.
That's okay. We'll work it out though. We'll work it out.
Okay,
because the game I think I'm going to the Pelicans one.
That's January. Literally like right when I'm leaving. I'm leaving right before that game.
That's amazing.
Ironically, right?
Yeah, your team.
Let me see. Okay. All right, we're at the hour mark, so we are going to be looking at the schedule, and this is how we close out every show, fellas. We go to the Dan. Oh, Dan is
Hey, 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 Thank you, Dan. Dan the man. Dan the man.
All right, so we close out every episode like this. We look at the week and we pretty much predict the week, man. So
And Wemby's back.
second, I want to say rest in peace to Victor Wembanyama's grandmother. 100%. I we just like I said, I just kind of talked to Wemby's dad. I met him like the other week. He's pretty cool
Wow.
dude and stuff like that. So yeah, that's very tragic. Prayers for the family, his dad, and obviously Victor as well. So yeah,
Amen.
with that being said, amen. Ashe. So with that being said, Hornets on tomorrow, Friday back at home against the Spurs. That's the Jacquees game. Sunday against the Bulls. Where is that? In Atlanta. Okay. So
This is going to be Atlanta for like 5 games or 6 games.
Charlotte, Atlanta. Okay, Atlanta, like you say. And then we'll stop at the Heat. Is the Heat? Is that it? Oh yeah, dang. So they really at home.
Yeah, for 6 games. This is the greatest homestand of all time.
Because they've been on
Christmas.
They got
For
a new
Christmas.
game at the
Home
crib.
cooking.
Okay, all right, bet. So with that being said, let's start it off. Hornets.
Win.
I'm gonna go. Hold on. Oh, hold on. All right, we're just gonna go. How many games is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5. The next 5 games. What is your record for the Hawks?
5-1.
5 games, not 6.
5-1.
So 4-1.
4-1. Or I said 5. 4.
Gotcha.
You know it. The only game we really might lose is the Spurs game.
I
But
agree.
only because Wemby is like upset. Like, I don't know about Wemby. Like, it all depends on how good he is. Like, if he's bad, we said okay. If Wemby isn't like going in, like dropping 50 for his grandma, like, then maybe we win. But that's the only game I'm just like, wow, I'm a little scared. Like, when you heard Wemby, I'm like, he's the only guy who legitimately scares me. Or like Hawks fans in general. And I'm just talking about like when I watch him play, it's just scary. But every other team is beatable. Like, they might not even be trying to win.
Yeah.
And Trae hates the Knicks. And the Knicks hate him. But I think we're gonna go 5-0. Because Trae is not gonna just let Wemby bully him. When they go at it, like when LeBron goes against Wemby, when Giannis goes against Wemby, when Steph goes against Wemby, and when Trae goes against Wemby, it's like a fight. Like, all the matches that they've had, it's been like a fight. They were very close. So it's gonna be very close against the Spurs. It's gonna be a fight. But I'm gonna be there. I mean, I can be there, but I'm gonna watch it. But I might be there. It's gonna be great. Look at that. And Steph makes the same shot, and LeBron, they all do that when they're playing Wemby intentionally. I'm like, why does the Wemby come forward? Because he don't want to foul him. But it's brilliant. They know how to shoot over Wemby. 5-0.
All right,
Dan,
4-1 for JT, 5-0 for JC. MB, what do you have?
I think they win against the Hornets. I think they lose against the Spurs. They're gonna lose one of the Bulls games just because it just makes sense. So, or I say 2-2. Then the Heat, I say 3-2.
Dude, those Raptors games piss me off, and it reminds me of the Trap Raptors games when we lost both of them. Could you imagine we lost both of them to the Raptors earlier on in the season? We at least could have split one of them against the Raptors. That really messes me up.
They lost to the Raptors twice, and they lost to the Pistons
At
3
home.
times.
Good thing, at home in a row, like that was a son of a gun. That couldn't happen again. That's why we don't lose to the Bulls, because we know better. We know what happened to the Raptors, so we're not gonna get involved in the trap games. We're like, nah, we figured this team out. We're gonna beat them in a series. We're gonna sweep them. We're gonna beat their butts. That's what we're gonna do, because we did that with the Raptors and it like twice. So now we're gonna have the Bulls number. Trades.
I feel
And
like
it's actually
the
it's up
Hornets
to
been
Jalen.
bad for a while.
They've been bad for like 5 years. But Jalen, he needs to at least think about scoring a lot more
Another triple double.
with Trae. I mean, no, he's gonna have a triple double, but it's gonna be harder with Trae because Trae's gonna have the ball in his hands a lot when they're starting together. Or when he's on the bench, I think Jalen's gonna pass the ball a lot more. We play the Thunder. Oh, the refs. No, whenever we play the Thunder, we're really playing the referees. You know that? We're playing the referees, man. Last time we played the Thunder at home, the refs were calling everything against Nakia against Jalen. I mean, we were just getting phantom fouls from Shy, phantom calls. Like, it was crazy.
I'm gonna go Hornets as a win.
For
I'm
the
gonna go Spurs as a loss.
Dang.
I'm gonna go split the Bulls. So that's 2-2. And then I'm gonna go lose against the Heat. So I got 2-3.
Oh wow. I was afraid you say that. Wow. What? Because listen, if we do that, we're beating the Spurs because we're at least gonna go 3-2. If we lose against the Heat, then we beat the Spurs because we're gonna be tired. We're gonna exert ourselves against the Spurs so much. I get us losing the first win against the first Bulls game because we're gonna be tired against the Spurs. But that's the only way. If they get us tired, because the Spurs are like, we're gonna go to double overtime. Or no, we're gonna score 133, they score 132. We're gonna want to beat the Spurs. And I don't know why we hate the Spurs, but Trey hates everything about the Spurs. I don't know why.
Kevin Herter might have a night, one of those two Bulls nights.
Oh, Kevin Herter? No, he might like because he's been going light on the Hawks. He doesn't like the Bulls himself. He's gonna average like 7 or 17, but he's not gonna do anything. They don't give him a green light. Trey made him great, and I know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Kevin Herter is not overrated. He had a great game 7 against the 76ers.
He said, God made you, but I helped.
Trey opened the lane for Herter so much. He's one of the players he made great. Trey made Kevin Herter a near all-star. I remember there's a time like, oh, Kevin Herter's an all-star. No, there was a month. There was a good month. We were like, he was having 20-point games. We're like, oh, Kevin Herter's going to be an all-star. We didn't know. I'm serious. It was back in 2021, I believe. Way back when. Not 2024. I said 2021. Way exit. It was 2021. It was a long time ago.
He already gone. He already gone, Josh. He already gone.
Fact, that's another one of my homeboys. But fun fact is, he's a 76ers fan.
Oh wow.
Well, how about okay. One more thing. Look up Kevin Herter's averages right now.
Ain't no need to look that.
He's averaging like what? 5 points?
It's Giddy team.
Okay. Go back and get Kevin Herter.
Because the Bulls lost like 7 in a row one time. They're not like the number 1 seed like they started. They were losing like every single day. They dropped big.
12 points. He said
this season, I think it might be the career.
12 points in Atlanta.
But for the Bulls,
15 is sack.
Yeah, and Sack, he had 15 points one year.
Yeah, 15 is sack. Oh, that's when they was really good.
It was a bucket. He was playing with Fox. Yeah. De'Aaron Fox was great.
Oh, what about get Chris Paul? CP3.
Yeah, I like Chris Paul.
I'm with that.
But I didn't realize Jacob Toppin was a 2-way. So when they let him go, they opened up a 2-way spot. I was like, dang.
You know what? I think CP should sign with the Lakers. CP should sign with the Lakers.
They got a full-time roster spot?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I said, not one of those on Chris Paul then.
Nah, he has a ring chase. I think the Lakers are the only team that will probably take him in. Lakers. With LeBron. He needs to play with LeBron one time. Like, I don't know why he hasn't played with LeBron. They're part of the banana boat.
Go to the Rockets. They need a point guard.
Go back to someone. I don't want to see the goodbye tour end like this.
Yeah, he'll be back. I think maybe just like a team he has a ring chase, like a team already winning. Like maybe even the Thunder. I'm not even gonna lie with you.
He need to sign with somebody.
He will.
He technically still on the team.
Yeah, they haven't released him officially.
Okay, give him the Hawks then. Just give him the Hawks, just so he can run it out, like a Vince Carter, like a VC run.
Dude, he'd be backup guard, even though the Hawks should have drafted him when he came out of college instead of Marvin Williams.
That was a big mistake. Yeah.
Well, fellas, appreciate y'all coming on this week, man. Legendary episode. I guess where can people find you guys? What do you guys have going on?
All right.
Doing play-by-play for my high school basketball team. That's about it.
And the team is
the Valley Rams. And
Valley.
I am a one-time state champion.
A one-time state champion, the Valley Rams and Valley, Alabama.
33-0 when we won a championship.
All right. Well, y'all, I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, y'all. Much love to y'all. It's Joshua Chigumira. Also go by King Josh Chigumira on X. This name, Joshua Chigumira, is going to be on Facebook and on Instagram and LinkedIn and YouTube. So it's pretty much consistent. So just look the replay and then Google that name or whatever. I got books on Amazon. Joshua Stakeout. I'm making a few movies right now. And yeah, I just post a lot about basketball, but also about professional wrestling. I got a professional wrestling promotion called New Georgia Pro Wrestling. I train with a wrestler named AR Fox. He wrestles in AEW. But there's a whole bunch of things, I do movies, writing, basketball. We talk about basketball, wrestling. I cook, we talk about relationships. I mean, if we if we have a podcast, we're going to be talking about relationships. We did a little bit of that today. All right. If you y'all, if you have a favorite basketball team that has bad years, then you're pretty loyal in a relationship. I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies, if you have a man who has a basketball team or a football team that has struggled, like the Falcons, you understand? Or, okay, I'm saying if they're still loyal, he's gonna be loyal to you. I'm telling you, if he loves you, he's gonna be loyal for the rest of his life. All right, don't mess with that love. All right, y'all. That's all I gotta tell you. Just stream me.
Y'all can find me as always _
Only Josh.
Y'all can find me as always at _ Malik ATL on Twitter and Instagram. And my YouTube is, of course, as always, Malik Brown with some numbers afterwards. But just type in Malik Brown GSU on YouTube and you'll find me.
Once again, bro. Let me run through everybody's page. This JT right here on Twitter. X is here's JC J Chig once again on his X as well, and he has movies, all that stuff, books, all those things. I'm gonna be in a movie now because I asked for a role, so he now gonna put me in a movie. So shouts out to myself for being, you know what I mean. Go make sure you check it out in advance. You know what I mean. But yeah, we appreciate y'all so much. We'll be back next week for Birds and Buckets, man. Rashad Milligan, Lee Brown, as always. JTJC, appreciate y'all for stopping by. Peace.
Go Hawks.